This will save the day. Are things going really bad? The situation is completely opposite of what you were seeing in your mind. You are in shock of how bad this is turning out. Well, stop. It's not too late. You still have time. Why? Because you are the creator of your reality. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Edison and welcome to INL, I Am Now Living. And on this channel, I talk about manifesting, visualizing, goal achievement, controlling your dreams, and enjoying a healthy, fit lifestyle. If that's something you enjoy, then please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you get notified every time my new videos come out. And if you could do me a huge blessing, if you see the thumbs up like button down here, just go ahead and give it a high five. It lets the people at YouTube know there's more people who want to enjoy this content and they share it with others just like you. Look, we all had times where things just ended up horribly. I've taken trips where I arrived and no room reservation. Flights were canceled and 150 people were frantically trying to figure out how to get to their next destination. I arrived in the Caribbean for 2 weeks and go figure, no internet. No internet at the hotel or my phone, and I had over 50 online projects to complete and finish. First, I want to get this disclaimer out of the way. You have to practice this routinely and consistently for this to work. It's not a magic fix. It's not a magic cure-all. It's not a one and done. Because if I look back 4 years ago when I was doing this, nothing really happened. There was a lot of times that I would do it, the situation wouldn't change, or I was in that situation for a while. So you have to do this over and over and over. We're ingraining a lot of habits, rituals. So from 4 years ago to now, if I did a little time warp today where I can do this technique and bam, reality changes. Keep in mind, habits create your destiny. If you do this and nothing happens, great. All we're going to keep doing is keep doing it over and over and over and over, telling the universe what you expect to experience. You remember the story of the boulder cutter. What happened on the 10,000th hit? Nothing, right? 10,000 hits trying to smash this boulder. Nothing. Trying to smash this over and over and over. Absolutely nothing. And then what happened on the 10,010th or 10,011th hit? What's really exciting is when we get to experience this flip and this excitement, we start living a different way, a different way of expecting things, a different way of handling a bad situation. Recently, a friend of mine was waiting for a taxi and it was really late. It was getting later and later. She had a babysitter she had to worry about, so she was getting frustrated. So I got her to a state of saying, rapido, rapido, getting her to see, hear, and feel her open the door to the taxi, getting close the door, and then tell her of the destination. Sitting in the back seat of the taxi, relieved and on her way. A friend of mine was waiting for her mom 30 minutes, 45 minutes, turned into an hour. She started getting down on herself, saying, Mom's never going to be here. She doesn't care about me. She's always late and those things. So we reversed it, set in a little trigger, and had her repeating over and over and over, there she is. Mom's here. Ah, Mom's here. There she is. There she is. Last year I was attending a wedding and it was raining all day and afternoon, and I said, hey, this is the perfect time to see what we can do here. So a lot of the people over and over and over kept saying, this is the worst day ever, this is so gloomy, and I kept telling everyone, don't worry, at 6 o'clock, the sun's gonna be out, people are going to be dancing and hitting the dance floor. It's going to be beautiful and we are going to feel the warmth of the sun. Just over and over and over to whoever was either complaining, negative, or saying, oh, it's never going to stop. Or, oh, this is the worst day ever. Why did we pick this? This is such a special day. And I would just interject that positivity, that sunshine, people dancing on the dance floor, clear, bright, warm sun, and sure enough, we had a great, wonderful, sunny wedding. Taking that power of being a creator into your own hands. And a lot of times it takes action. So let's get into this so you can use this right away. And I call it my wedge into the ripple technique. You're taking notes, my wedge into the ripple technique. Get a specific notebook. Always carry note cards and pens, Sharpies, markers, and things like that. Even if it's in a little Ziploc bag, make sure it is somewhere where you can grab it, pick it up, especially when you're not expecting, especially when you go into a situation and you're like, bam, you're just hit with that outcome. So on your note cards, write the exact time and date out. That's the first thing we're gonna be doing for today. Once again, on your note card, write out the exact time and date out. Now, write out the exact opposite of what you've been experiencing. For example, you're doing a Zoom meeting with someone and they are distracted and not giving you your attention. You grab your cards, time and date, and blank name, whoever that name is ultra focused. She's asking questions. She's engaged. She wants to learn, and she's always appreciative of my time with her today. So just write out over and over and over 10 or 20 times. Another great example is money, right? It's the middle of the month and you forgot it, 3 bills are due and money is super tight. Let's go to work. Time, date. I just paid 3 of my bills and I'm surprised I have blank dollars left. I just paid all of my bills and I still have money left over. I just paid all my bills after forgetting them and even paid 1 or 2 late fees, and I still have blank dollars left so we can enjoy, go out, get some dinner, whatever the activity is. Go out, get some ice cream. Earlier this year, I took a trip on a limited budget, and throughout my entire trip, even when I was working out on the treadmill at the gym, I just kept writing out, I have money left over. I have extra money to take an extra guided tour. I can't believe I didn't touch any credit cards that entire trip and I still have more than blank left over to enjoy. And another final example to use on this one is a perfect example that we've all been to, and it's an example of an event, a get-together, holidays, anything like that, birthdays. And as soon as you arrive, everyone is full of complaints, drama, talking about how life is hard, difficult, talking about other people behind their back, what this person did, what this person didn't do, etc., etc., etc. Let's go to work. Cards, excuse yourself for a few seconds. Event, time, date. This event is fun. People are telling stories, laughing, playing, and enjoying each other's company. There's a lot of talk on how blessed and how well taken care of people are. I could have stayed for hours. This has been the best event this year. Write it out 10 or 20 times. And it's best to do it right away. So as soon as you go into an event, you can't get caught up in the drama. You can't get caught into the negativity, because then we start going with the flow of the river, which is not good, right? It's going downhill into the Grand Canyon or the deep, huge waterfall over the cliff. Right away, time, date, flip it, exact opposites, feel it, smell it, hear it, feel it, sense it, touch it 10 or 20 times. What you are doing is placing a wedge into the ripple of the ocean, changing the current and making it in your favor of a joyous time and victory. I have a client that holds meetings every Thursday night. He used this because people would show up late, not have full attention, forget their assignments, etc., etc., etc. He started considering canceling the group, bringing him just more headaches and pains than joys, and growing and scaling up people's lives. So for 2 months, he used this technique, writing out time, date, the flip opposite. People show up early, they're ready. People talk before about how the week went and how they applied the material. They're prepared and love being able to guide them to being more successful. They're attuned, they're writing notes, they're taking notes, they're asking more questions. Now, within that very short amount of time, those 8 weeks, very short, that wedge into the ripple. My client now says he has to slow down his visualizations or don't do them at all because the law of attraction keeps bringing him more and more and more, right? He started with these little ripples. They get bigger, 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 bigger. His people want to stay longer. They want more time from him. Most of the people are asking for another night. And if he keeps going, it would multiply and he wouldn't be able to stop. So some really cool things as far as the law of momentum and attraction. There's going to be one final suggestion here, everyone, and it's this. Keep your sentences down to 2 or 3 sentences at most. So something that you can keep writing 10 or 20 times. What's not going to work is taking out a piece of paper and just scribbling a bunch of stuff once or twice and not being able to come back to it, or take those 2 sentences and write it again. That's number 4. Write it again, 5, number 6, and build those repetitions. Repetitions, once again, that wedge inside the ripple, creating that flip and that ultimate attraction for you. So look at your first or second attempt and just make strong statements. 2 or 3 sentences summed up your joyous, fun-filled outcome you just experienced. This one's a fun one. This exercise is one of my favorites. It's a great one to use because I think all of us could probably pick 3 things or come up with 3 places that we can go to that's negative, whether it's before work, after work, during the weekend, or anything where the people and the environment is negative. We can go to work. We could practice this. Please comment below. I want to see your experience, how this exercise worked for you, and your big wins. If you have a win success journal, make sure you write in your big wins and your successes to build that confidence over and over and over. I truly hope you enjoyed this video on my wedge into the ripple. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my I Am Now Living course. This is so powerful in visualizing your goals, creating what you want, healing your hurts and pains, overcoming obstacles, and living your life to your fullest. I also have a really cool program helping you develop lucid dreaming called Dream Boss. Control your dreams, control your life. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you found this video useful, please share below how you used it, how you flipped your reality, and your big wins. I love hearing from you, and I will see you in the next I Am Now Living video.